welcome back to another episode of the Casual Sports Talk.
Come on.
Look how casual we are.
Come on.
Oh, you're a little too
I was
casual.
I was a little too casual.
All right,
I was a little slumped.
We're really fitting the profile right now, boys.
Come on.
Laid back. We just ordered some arms for the mic so we could be even more laid back.
Oh, yeah, brother.
But anyhow, without further ado, let's get into this thing.
Come on.
We are on the eve, the eclipse, the horizon. It's on the horizon. We're almost to week 1 of the 2025 college football season.
Come on.
We just saw week 0.
Yep.
We got a little appetizer, little dip on our chip.
I'm ready for the entree, brother.
Oh, yeah. The entree is definitely coming this weekend.
It's coming.
So we got some good games to talk about and give our little picks on, predictions on. But first, let's look back at week 0. There's at least one.
Yeah, there was
a game.
There was a game.
It was a game. I think what happened after the game was a little bit more entertaining than the whole game itself.
Exactly, yeah. So Kansas State played Iowa State. For some reason in Dublin, Ireland. I don't know why they keep on going to Dublin, Ireland.
And we see why it should never be in Dublin, Ireland.
Because
the capital of alcohol.
In Dublin, Ireland. There was the game was a half decently good game. I couldn't tell if I was watching the world's best defense or two of the world's worst offenses.
Or maybe the world's slipperiest ball.
Exactly. And then you couldn't really see the lines on the field hardly at all. But
I think maybe the workers there just came straight from the Dublin bars as well.
Maybe they had their mates. But
it looked like
the lines kind of did look like it. But
maybe the players just came from the bars. Because, I turned the game on, and the first thing I witnessed is a duffed kickoff.
Yeah.
Straight to a turnover. And then Iowa State didn't even score off of it from the 5.
No, exactly. Didn't they go for it like 4th and 2 or something like that? Didn't get it.
Yeah, something. Dude. And then the very next, or it felt like what was the very next possession for Kansas State, is a halfback toss straight off the helmet to another turnover.
Yeah, it was a game of very many turnovers. But I had high hopes for this because I heard Avery Johnson was in some kind of Heisman and potential. Bro, no,
he didn't play bad.
He didn't play great. Heismans don't lose their first game. Actually, I don't know if Colorado won their last game last year to start the season, but Avery Johnson was the passing leader of the game. He had 273 yards. The rushing leader was also, I believe, Carson Hansen was also he's Iowa State running back, 71 yards. Receiving leader was Jace Brown with 78 yards. And the Iowa State Cyclones finished off the Kansas State, the Wildcats, I believe, 24-21. But that wasn't the most interesting thing that had happened. I thought social media was going to die after the game. Really wasn't that much going on. But no, I think maybe you sent me a clip, or I saw a clip that you had liked or something like that. You want to explain what happened during the clip?
Yeah, so Heisman candidate Avery Johnson's dad and brother were seen on video.
Bro.
Full out brawl. They were diving for each other's heads more than players were diving for balls in the game.
Yeah, it was.
What could the argument have started out as? You're a family. You're in Dublin, Ireland.
Dude, I could never imagine. I don't know what. I could never see myself do that to my dad. That's insane. I thought it was two random people, but then I was like, that's his dad and his brother. We were talking about it
before the video. I thought it was his dad and uncle, meaning it was his dad and his dad's brother.
No.
And then you explained to me that it was Avery Johnson's brother and their dad.
Yeah.
You're letting your son punch you in the head. I see why an apology was so much more needed now, because that's so embarrassing. That's so
insane.
Much more embarrassing than two brothers fighting, a son and a father fighting in the middle of a different country
after
the first football game of the season.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a pretty sight, but it sure was funny.
What do you think sparked the argument? Because
it had to have been
the last Guinness in the cooler.
It had to have been something about. I feel like it had to be something about the game or Avery or it had to have been something about maybe the dad was mad at Avery Johnson and his brother was defending him, or maybe it was vice versa. Like, in my mind, I fully think this had to do with, like, Kansas State not winning, or maybe they were upset they wasted money going to Dublin, Ireland to watch their brother or son lose a football game.
Now, what would you do as the AD? Do you think this deserves Tyrese Halliburton's dad kind of treatment? Do you think he should be banned from the games? Because, dude, this is absurd.
Like,
to bring that much attention to your school and that bad of a light.
I feel like
you're brawling with your son in Dublin, Ireland after a game you just lost.
I feel like you gotta like have some kind of suspension, and either like, hey, like either
because I was reading and I heard that he's had arguments with other random fans in the past.
Oh, it wouldn't shock me.
So it's got to be the dad's doing. If there's evidence and storytelling of him having issues with others, I'm assuming that the dad started something with the son.
Had to have been.
I think the dad needs to be eradicated from Kansas football.
He's gone.
Kansas State. You got to get
Dude.
out there.
Yeah, that it was definitely an interesting story to see pop up on the old feed after the game was over. But I'm happy the main focus going into this week is actual football and not father-son brawls going on.
Know. We could see. I mean, this could start a movement.
I have no idea, bro. But I hope it's not a movement. I hope we just get some good old-fashioned college football, man.
Yep. So that's pretty much the only game worth, the only event of week 0 worth talking about, I would say.
Yeah, it was the only one that was really like crazy.
So I guess it's time to move on to the main course.
Come on, the entree's here, and we're getting ready to do some predictions.
It might be a filet mignon, boys.
Dude, it might be. I think that we may get, like, the Longhorn. Like
a 20-ounce sirloin.
Come on. Like, the biggest steak you can, like,
a tomahawk.
A tomahawk. I was about to say, what's those giant, like, it's here. And it's big.
Because we're starting with a noon kickoff.
Come on.
At Ohio Stadium. Between the Buckeyes and the Longhorns, son.
Is it like the horseshoe or something like that they call it?
Is this a normal thing? When is the last time 2 top 5 teams have kicked off the season?
Dude, I remember, I think Georgia and Notre Dame. No, I don't think that was kicking off the season. I don't think it was top 5.
I mean, this is main event to start off it all. Number 1 versus number 3, Texas at Ohio State.
Dude, it's going to be insane.
Who wrote this? Who wrote the script?
I wonder how long this was planned. Like, I wonder, like, okay, like, they made a little agreement, like, all right, we're going to play Ohio State week 1. Like, was it, like, last year, the year before? Like, was this, like, I wish I would have looked more into it to see when this game was scheduled. But, I mean, this is, like, straight out of a Hollywood movie. I mean,
Texas, rematch from last year's playoffs. Texas gets knocked off by Ohio State. They're back. Ohio State's coming off the national championship from that run last year. And they meet again.
Dude,
with some big names.
Some massive names. So let's see. The last time that 2 top 5 teams played in the first week of college football was 2019, which was LSU versus Alabama. So I think that was, let's see. So this one says the game was not in the traditional opening week, which sometimes was called week 0, but was rather in October. It wasn't the first week then.
Bro, week 1 is the official first week, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Come on now. Why do we even do it week 0?
It's insane. I don't understand it. But it's definitely going to be a big matchup. You have giant names who left and giant names who are here. So the biggest thing for me with Ohio State, Texas, it's at Ohio State. Ohio State's favored. They both have brand new quarterbacks. So the quarterback for Ohio State is Julian Sayin. And he was a former 5-star, committed to Alabama. He was early enrolled there, and then Saban left. And I'm pretty sure he followed the entire Alabama crew who left after Saban, as well as Caleb Downs, who's also on the defensive side of the ball. So now you have Julian Sayin as the Ohio State quarterback, and Ohio State has arguably the best offensive and best defensive player in the nation.
Yeah, I think I could get on the field for Ohio State and throw it up to Jeremiah Smith and look like a 5-star
Yeah,
quarterback. I don't think it matters who's behind it. I don't think it matters where the ball's coming from as long as you throw it to Jeremiah Smith.
Exactly. And you have Arch Manning as the quarterback for the number 1 ranked Texas Longhorns, the nephew of the famous Peyton and Eli Manning. And, this is much anticipated for Arch. First big game. It's on the road. First ever game. Not first ever game starting because Quinn Ewers got hurt last year, but this is his first big start ever.
This game is so big, in my opinion, this could almost be a lose-lose for Arch Manning. Because, say this, he wins, the expectations put on him for the rest of the season are going to be so much higher than, somehow they're going to be so much higher than they already are. I mean, they're already astronomical.
Yeah.
And then if they lose and he doesn't play great, for the rest of the season, he's going to have to hear how much of a bust he's already going to be before he even gets to the NFL. He's going to be, it's going to be the whole nepotism argument comes up. It's going to be all this crap he has to deal with. So this could almost be, the game is so big, it almost could be a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah, basically the standards are going to be astronomical for Arch Manning, and they already are, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's
going to be even more.
Yeah, they're already expecting him to be a Heisman caliber quarterback, and he's yet to start in a big game. He's came in against Georgia in a couple moments and stuff, but he's never started a big game like this. But Arch Manning obviously is replacing Quinn Ewers, who was their quarterback last year, and Arch Manning is down 2 receivers from Texas last year with Matthew Golden and Isaiah Bond both being gone from Texas now. So their main receiver is Wingo, which he did pretty good against Georgia in the 2 games that I watched. But also on the Ohio State part of the team, I mean, you lost 2 great running backs in Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson, who are both looking to split some time in the NFL this year. And they lost Emeka Mbuka, which Emeka Mbuka was an absolutely insane receiver and probably would have been a number 1 receiver on any other team. He just had the greatest receiver in college football in front of him in Jeremiah Smith. So it's absolutely insane. There's a whole lot of what ifs with both teams and a whole lot of people trying to jump in and fill shoes of now NFL caliber talent. But who do you think wins the game? It's Ohio State at Ohio State. They're favored, but it's the number 1 team, Texas Longhorns, coming in to the Horseshoe. Who do you think wins?
I personally think with it being at home for Ohio State, them carrying the momentum from last season, they've lost a couple big names, but they also have, like we said, some of the biggest names on both sides of the ball in college football. I just think they're such a solidified roster already. Saying he might not be a proven quarterback, but like we said before, I don't think he needs to be. I think the Ohio State's just that much of a powerhouse. Them being at home, it could really go either way, but I think that just gives them the edge, and I would take Ohio State.
Yeah, and I feel like with this game right here, I 1,000% get the Ohio State is probably more solidified than Texas, but I believe Ohio State lost, I can't remember if it was 14 or 16 people to the draft last year. And Texas lost a handful as well, but I feel like this is going to be a game where Texas is okay, they were our last game last season. We're ready to go play them again for our first game this season, and it's not like this game's been in the middle of the season and it's been marinating since they lost the game in the playoffs. They knew week 1 we're getting our chance at revenge. So I have a feeling that Stark has been kind of prepping the guys hey, we are the number 1 team, but this is the team that beat us last year. So I think Stark is going to have the boys ready for Texas, and I think Texas may pull off the upset in Ohio State Stadium. So,
although all the stuff we said or I said about Arch Manning, all the things that are coming with him and all the expectations put on him, bro, Arch Manning is the one guy from what I've seen that is just perfect for that role. He just takes it so well. This guy literally just leaks confidence out of both ears.
100%.
So this guy leading the charge for Texas and the team that they already have, I mean, it's going to be scary, but I don't know, dude. This is a crazy first game.
I love it, and it's just starting off the season with chaos, and it's just
and
insane.
with the new playoffs, 12 teams being able to get in there. I mean, whichever team loses this game,
it's not going to matter.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be. They're going to be so fine. You can have 2 losses and easily still get in. So
exactly.
You could one team could lose this game and it look good for them. I mean, depending on how the game goes. I mean, especially for Ohio State, they can have a good game even if they lose. I mean, it's not gonna hurt either team either way.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be some dang good football.
Come on, and I'm ready for it, man. But who's that next game on the slate, Gavin?
So at 3:30.
Come on.
3:30 kickoff for the Marshall Thunder and Herd.
Come on.
Going into Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia.
Let's get it.
To face off against them Bulldogs.
Them dogs, brother.
I think they got a chance.
In their dreams.
Apparently the betting odds don't,
Dude,
brother.
the betting odds have no shot. The dogs are favored by not 10, not 20, not even 30 points. They're favored by 39.5 points going into this game against Marshall. But I love the dogs, and I love them so much. But do I think Marshall has a chance to win this game? No, not one bit.
Okay, what is your – obviously Marshall's not going to win. What is your honest opinion on if Georgia can cover this or not?
If Georgia covers this game, boy, am I ready for some Georgia football. Because Georgia never, and I mean never, covers whenever it's a big game like this. They always beat them by a good bit. But I was looking up stats before the show, and from the extensive research that I did, a.k.a. 20 minutes of scrolling through a bajillion different things, asking all sorts of different AI, but in the notable, recent history, the only time Georgia has covered a single football game when they have been favored by 30 points or more, not even 40, but 30 points or more, was in 2018 against Middle Tennessee State when they were favored by, I believe it was 34 points, and they won 42-7, or 49-7. So they won by 42. They were favored by 34. So I'm not a bet guy. I don't bet. I don't trust myself betting with real money. But
I'm taking the over, dude.
You're taking Georgia to beat Middle Tennessee State. See, it sounds insane that I don't think that we're going to.
Are you talking about the past? Or are you talking about this game?
No, this game. I'm at.
Dude, I'm taking the over. Dude, I would do it for the video.
No, dude. Okay, so
I will actually bet on it.
Dude, okay, if you're wanting to spend your money and put a bet on it,
why don't we put a bet on it? If they
I'll buy you a round of golf. I'll buy you a round of golf if flipping Georgia wins by 40 points or more, dude. Dude, I'll buy you a round of golf if Georgia wins by 40 or more points.
Bro, give it to Nate Frazier and let him get 10 rushing touchdowns.
We never cover. Now, I understand that Marshall has 5 players returning from last season because they won the Sun Belt Conference. Their coach left, and they had 70 people transfer in this year. But we're still not going to win by 40 or more points. We just never do. The amount of times.
This could be the year, dude.
The amount of times I sit there, I'm like, I want to win by 60. I want to win by 60. Bro.
Dude, hurt them up and put them down, baby. We're getting 40 on them.
Dude, all right, I hope to see it.
Nothing.
I want to see a TCU national championship score. We were only favored by 29.5 that game. So we almost covered. But
so you would rather see, you like Georgia better, or historically Georgia is better, the better competition they face. Yes. I think that's true.
Yeah, I feel like that's true as well.
We definitely play down to our competition. Dude, we definitely play up to our competition.
I went to the Mississippi State and UMass game last year. What were we doing for the first little bit? I was scared. We were playing University of Massachusetts and Mississippi State. But the dogs are going to win.
Dude, Kentucky
it's as simple as that.
At Kroger Field.
Bro, Kroger Field had me nervous.
Bro.
But the dogs are going to win. It's not going to be by 40.
Back to a serious topic, though. Yes, they're going to win. Maybe not by 40. But I have a question.
Okay.
We talked a lot about the starting quarterback.
Yep.
Gunnar Stockton.
Yep.
First game at the helm as the official starting quarterback for the season. Why don't you give your prediction on his stat line for the game?
I think Gunnar Stockton is going to go, let's see, he'll probably throw, say, 29 times. He'll probably go 19 or 21 for 29. He'll probably have We'll go 200 and no, we'll do 300. I think no, he won't get 300.
I was gonna say about 250.
We'll do 277. He'll probably have about, if you're not including sacks, which he may have one or two, he'll probably have about 17 yards rushing on the ground, and he'll probably throw for about 3 or 4 touchdowns. So
3 or 4?
I think 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I was gonna say about 250 yards. I was gonna say 1 or 2 passing touchdowns, about 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, okay. I was saying I wasn't going to specify rushing or passing, but I
think he's going to run it in a couple.
He
times.
May.
But the reason I think he's going to get a modest 250 yards is because I think Nate Frazier's going to get the majority of the touchdowns.
I think Nate Frazier will rush for over 150 yards.
Yeah.
But
I hope to see that all season.
I hope to see it all season. I'm so excited to see the run game, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Dogs will not cover, but we're still going to flip and beat them. I think they'll probably score 10 points on us. Maybe 13.
Surely not. Surely not.
They're gonna have like a 70-yard touchdown or something like that we accidentally give up on broken coverage. Maybe not 70, but they'll have a big play where we have broken coverage. It's just bound to happen with the young guys. But
all right, let's move on. Let's go a little bit further south to Tallahassee, Florida.
Come on,
where number 8 Alabama is going to take on Florida State in their first game of the season. And the only reason I put this one on the bulletin board here is because Florida State has the opportunity to do the most hilarious thing to Alabama this year.
I was so confused. I was looking at all of our games that we were going to talk about, and I'm like, why is Alabama on here versus Florida State? But then I saw Alabama's only favored by 13.5 points to Florida State.
Let's think back here, boys. To last year in
Dublin,
Ireland.
Ireland.
Where Florida State was right around the same ranking as Alabama. They were number 10. Against unranked Georgia Tech. And look what happened in their first game of the season. And it sent them into an absolute spiral where they finished 2-10 last year.
So, I think
Alabama is the new Florida State.
So that's your prediction for this year.
It's possible.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to happen? Or do you think
I would love for it to happen because that would be so funny.
How confident are you? Do you think Alabama actually struggles against Florida State here?
I don't think you could ever predict that they will struggle.
Yeah.
But I think there's a greater than 0% chance that Florida State has the possibility, dude. And it would be beautiful.
I hope to see it. We're going to figure out how good Ty Simpson is as the Alabama quarterback this year. Florida
State's got a new quarterback that can sling the ball too, and he's been talking that trash online. Dude. The name is not popping up.
Let's see.
But he's been talking that trash. I've been seeing it. He can sling that thing.
You have Mr. He's only 17 flipping.
I think Florida State can have an offense that just stuns the Crimson Tide, at least out of the gate. And we can see how Alabama responds to it later in the game.
Brock Glenn,
that is not who their quarterback is.
That's
Florida State.
Florida State.
No, it's some crazy name.
Brock Glenn. That's who it says he is.
No, it ain't. Bro, trust me, no, it ain't.
Thomas Castellanos.
That's who it is.
It's Nick's little brother. No, I flipping wish it was. But no, Thomas Castellanos could be challenging for Alabama's defense. So I believe he is going to be.
Bro, I saw a video of him slinging that thing.
Let's look up Thomas Castellanos here.
Look up Thomas Castellanos talking that trash.
He's from, where is this, Boston College? Bro, you think a Boston College quarterback who transfers to Florida State is going to give Alabama?
Dude, who was Alabama's quarterback, brother?
Ty Simpson. He's a 5-star. He's a 5-star dude who's been sitting behind and getting time over and over. He's from Waycross, Georgia. Okay, there you go, Tommy. Tommy's 5'11", bro. I'm taller than Tommy Castellanos.
It doesn't matter.
Now
he can sling that thing.
Tommy does have about 50 pounds on him.
What start?
Out of high school?
What's his rank?
Trash.
Bull crap, dude. What's his rank?
I don't know, brother. He's a senior.
At least a 3-star.
He's old. He's old.
Guess who else was old?
Stetson Bennett, brother. I knew you were gonna go there, but no. I hope to see it. I mean, he played at UCF his first year in 2022. Played at Boston College the last 2 seasons.
Guess who else played at Boston College?
Who played at Boston College? I don't know anybody who played at Boston College. No, he played at Michigan, bro. What are you talking about? He played at Michigan, bro. All right, but I would love to see Florida State do it. I don't think it's going to happen. But now it's time for, what did you call it?
No,
great.
It's not time yet.
It's not time.
What are you talking about, brother? We got like 2 teams to talk about.
Yeah, I was talking about the next game.
Listen, so at number 9 LSU is at number 4 Clemson for the Battle of the Tigers. What were we talking about?
We were talking about how all of them were basically old guys.
For Clemson.
And you said
Clemson is the Dollar General NFL team.
The Dollar General, yeah.
Bro, I forgot.
The Dollar General NFL team just waiting to beat up on some college students.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're frauds.
It's
like 30-year-olds trying to beat up on some 20.
It's like, what was that?
Fresh leg 20.
Bishop something.
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore.
BSU.
Dude, yeah,
No.
but so
that was a high school.
Yeah, but they were like old guys. They weren't high school.
They're trying to play high school.
Yeah, dude. But no, LSU is going into Clemson, and Clemson's a 3.5-point favorite. Why Clemson is the number 4 overall team in the nation?
Why they're even favored?
Still can't comprehend. But we're gonna see if they prove me wrong. They're going into
Klubnik, I guess.
the
Death
Valley.
I guess.
Death Valley. I don't know. It's not the true Death Valley. It's the battle of the Death Valley.
I'm taking LSU by more
I'm
than
taking
LSU by more than Georgia.
Boy, you think LSU is going to beat Clemson more than Georgia? Dude. All right, dude.
No.
Hold on. I just want to recap what your predictions are for this week. Ohio State beats Texas. Georgia beats Marshall by more than 40.
Yes.
Florida State upsets Alabama at home. And LSU beats Georgia more than the 40 points that they're going to...
Wait, beats Georgia.
Beats Clemson. LSU beats Clemson by more than the 40-plus points Georgia's going to beat Marshall by.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
No. Because that's too unrealistic. And apparently my predictions are already too unrealistic. But I do think LSU is beating them.
I think LSU will win. I like Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah,
he
that
can
boy
sling the rock, brother.
Cade
Klubnik,
yards.
He can sling the rock. But who is he slinging to? We don't know. Because the only person I know on Clemson is Cade Klubnik and Sammy Brown. The only 2 guys I know on Clemson.
And that's because you took algebra with him.
No, I didn't take algebra with him. He was in weight training while I was in team sports. But
he just had weight training all 8 periods.
Dude, he was a stud in high school.
All 4 periods, however y'all did high school.
We did 6, but
6?
We had 6 periods.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
There's no way, dude. The 2 formats are either 8.
Did we have to do 6?
8 classes for a whole year, or 4 classes for 2
No,
semesters.
6 was middle school. My bad. No. 4. Yeah, we had like 6. We had 6 classes.
Bro,
in middle
it's
school.
either 8 classes for a whole year or 4 classes for 2.
Yeah, we had 4 classes for 2 semesters. But, yeah, Clemson only has 4 underclassmen on their entire starting depth chart. So they have 2 sophomores on the offensive side of the ball, and they have 2 sophomores on the defensive side of the ball. They have over 7 graduate seniors on the entire starting roster. Yeah, Dabo Swinney is just a guy of consistency. So I'm claiming this game as the battle of consistency because you know what you're going to get from both teams. They're both older teams. Yeah, I mean, I think
they're also both looking to get in the win column on their first game of the season in like the past 5 years.
Yeah,
they both suck historically in the first
early.
game
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
saying
season.
the early Clemson and early LSU are never good teams, but one team has to win. So, who do you think's going to win this game? You think LSU is really going to win this game?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a blowout or no?
No.
It's going to be a close game. All right, I think LSU will win as well, but wouldn't shock me if Clemson won. Wouldn't shock me.
I'm riding on that Nussmeier back, baby.
Dude, speaking of riding on somebody's back, I think there's somebody in college football who's about to go absolutely insane this year, bro. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I just want to know where you're going with this riding on his back point.
Yeah. Because the entire team is about to ride on the back of Carson Beck down in Miami.
Yeah.
So,
So on Sunday evening in Hard Rock Stadium
in Miami.
Number 6 Notre Dame comes into town to play number 10 Miami with Carson Beck at the forefront.
Come on.
What are we talking about, boys? Carson Beck in the ACC?
Dude, I genuinely think Carson Beck, this is going to be the most outlandish thing I may ever say. I think Carson Beck's winning the Heisman this year.
And he's throwing for how many yards?
Over 6,000. Carson Beck will throw for over 6,000 yards this year. He's going to beat Bailey Zappe's. He's going to get close to Bailey Zappe's single season.
Is this their hardest game of the season?
Yes.
By far?
By far. It's this in Florida.
At what point in the season do they play Florida?
I have it right here. I think it's week 7. It is week 1, 2, 3, 4. Week 4. They also play SMU, but we don't know how good SMU is going to be. They had a really good offense last year, but their defense was absolute dog dookie.
Yeah. This guy is a seasoned SEC veteran quarterback that has faced consistent playoff teams for the past, 2 years of his college career?
Yeah.
And this guy decides to jump ship and go to the ACC.
I just want to have a comparison here between his schedule this season and his schedule last season. So, he started off with Clemson. This year, he started off with Notre Dame. All right. Sounds good. Tennessee Tech, Bethune-Cookman University.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Tough one. They're both really tough. Tennessee Tech, Bethune-Cookman University. Pretty similar. But then you get to Kentucky compared to Southern Florida. Not saying that Southern Florida's not a good team. And I'm not saying Kentucky's a really good team. But when you put the two together, it's a little rough. Alabama compared to Florida. Bro. Auburn compared to Florida State. Bro. Mississippi State compared to Louisville. Texas compared to Stanford. Florida compared to SMU. Ole Miss compared to Syracuse. Tennessee compared to NC State. UMass compared to Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech compared to Pittsburgh. And then Texas in the SEC championship game. So that's...
And you made a point earlier about them not even having to leave the Sunshine State.
Bro, how many times would you have guessed that they would have had to leave Florida this year?
I mean, now that you've told me, I don't really know what my guess would be, but...
You think half the amount of games, right?
I mean, at least.
Like, at least half the amount of games. 3. They play 3 games all season outside of their own state. You play Notre Dame in Miami, Bethune-Cookman in Miami, South Florida in Miami, Florida in Miami, Florida State a couple hours away from Miami in Tallahassee, Louisville in Miami, Stanford in Miami, SMU. You go to Dallas, Texas. All right, you got a nice little drive. Carson Beck can drive his Lamborghini that got stolen out there. Syracuse in Miami, NC State in Miami, Virginia Tech. You got to go up to Virginia. Congratulations. But you know what? You got to go to Pittsburgh next week. So 3 games. You go to Dallas, Texas.
That's a nice thought, though.
He's
going to Virginia. Guess what he's got to drive through?
Georgia, brother.
I mean, just to remind him how much of a pansy he is.
Dude, I genuinely think
just to give a little bit of nostalgia to the man.
I think that he may win the Heisman this year if he doesn't get injured. Because how good – I'm not saying he did good, but for how – he wasn't good last year at all. But –
now, here's a question for you. Is he a number 1 NFL draft pick?
No. Not one bit.
Because I read an article talking about how Miami is going to have another number 1 draft pick back-to-back.
No, they're not Oklahoma with Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. They're not. But
what if?
No.
How would you feel?
No.
What order in the draft do you think he would have went if he went this year and didn't go to Miami? 2nd round?
7th round.
7th round? 7th round.
Quinn Ewers went like the 6th.
So, this is the most obvious just tactic. Imagine how does Miami not feel like, oh, this guy's literally only here to boost his draft stock?
Quinn Ewers went in the 7th
How does the
round.
rest of that locker room feel?
Yeah, like
he's literally just trying to inflate his draft stock.
100%.
That's the only reason he came to your school.
Yeah, like the only reason he's
there. If
there.
not for his girlfriend that he's since cheated on, apparently, and they're not even together anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, Will Howard, the national championship winning quarterback, went in the 6th round. Texas's quarterback, Quinn Ewers, 7th round. He would have went undrafted or in the 7th round, without a doubt in my mind. He may have been drafted before Tyler Sherwood.
All right, so the question of the day for this Sunday: who would you like to lose more?
Notre Dame.
You think Miami's beating Notre Dame?
I don't know if they're beating them, but who do I want to lose more? Notre Dame.
So your disdain for what Carson Beck has done to you and your team still does not outweigh your hatred for Notre Dame.
I've never liked Notre Dame, dude. They're an independent school who get to they share no money. They get to use all their money for NIL. They literally get to play nobody. They play like maybe 2 big games all year.
So Carson Beck is Notre Dame. Big brain.
What? Okay, elaborate that. I don't know what you just said right there. Carson Beck is Notre Dame.
Yeah.
How?
He plays no one.
Oh, yeah.
He plays no one.
But you know what? At least he's in a conference.
Is the ACC a conference compared to the SEC?
Not compared to the SEC, but compared to playing nobody, yes. Dude, Notre Dame, I hope you lose to flipping Northern Illinois again this year, dude. And I hope you lose to Miami.
But, and I hope Alabama loses.
Bro, see, mine's more realistic, though. But do you want to introduce the new segment of The Casuals?
No. The casualties of the week. You just said the casuals of the week.
Yeah, it's the new segment we're having here on The Casuals.
No, you just messed up.
No, I didn't. I literally said of The Casuals because I was debating.
Why did you say that?
Because it's the new segment we're having on our show called The Casuals.
No, the segment is called Casualties.
I know, but I asked you to introduce the new segment, which is on our show, The Casuals.
Cover it up.
I'm not. All right, dude.
It's such a clever name that just admit that you fumbled it a little bit.
No, I didn't. All right, introduce the new segment. That's not called The Casuals.
We've kind of done this a little bit backwards this episode, maybe. We might change it up because we've kind of already gave our picks. But the new segment for the show, for the college football season, will be titled The Casualties of the Week. And how this will work is we will obviously have this format every week. We'll go through the top matchups of the week, and then we will choose who's about to get waxed, who's about to get killed.
Who's about to get casualed?
Who's about to get casualed?
Who's about to get casualed?
All right, so let's run it back.
All right,
let's go back up here.
Yep.
Look at this beautiful graphic that I've edited.
Oh, my goodness.
It might be over there. It might be over there, dude. It might be right in the middle of us. But there's going to be this incredible graphic.
Come on. It's going to be somewhere.
So let's go back up here. Number 1, Texas. And number 3, Ohio State. In Ohio. In Columbus. Ohio State's favorite. 1.5 points. Who do you got getting casualed?
Them Buckeyes are about to get casualed.
You're wrong, buddy.
The Buckeyes are going to get
them Longhorns are about to get them horns hung up in a trophy room, buddy. Because them Buckeyes are going hunting.
Well, agree to disagree.
Actually, that reminded me of a point. Back to my point about how just oozing of confidence Arch Manning is. This dude was asked if he was worried about the target on Texas' back.
Yeah.
This dude said, we ain't got a target on our back. We got the red dot on everybody else. Brother, what? This is what is he, a sophomore?
I think he's a junior now.
He's a junior, bro. But first year starter, this dude's talking about we got the red dot on everybody.
He got that.
Who is this guy? I mean, he's the Manning, but.
He is a Manning.
Even the past Mannings, you wouldn't think would say anything. No. Like, we got the red dot on the nation, buddy.
Them Buckeyes are getting casual. You disagree, but.
Yep, I got the Texas getting chopped. They're getting killed. Not killed, but they're getting
just
chopped.
Casual.
Yeah, they're getting casual. All right, next up. Marshall going in to Athens, Georgia to play them number 5 Bulldogs.
The Thunder and Herds about to get herded up in casual.
Yeah.
They're getting casual. Get casual.
No, I like this.
I like
this
the
natural casual.
Casual. Get
it's
casual.
Like morphin
Morphin time? Are we the Power Rangers?
No, what's that Marvel movie?
Are we the Power Rangers?
No. What is it?
Are you talking about Green Lantern?
No, Morbius. What did he say?
Bro, I don't know, brother. Dude, I thought you said it's Morphin time like you're talking about the Power.
It's Morbin time.
Power Rangers, man. Dude.
It's get casual, buddy.
Get casual. All right, who's getting casual next in this game, according to you?
Florida State.
Dude, I was about to say, I was waiting for the words.
No, I'm sticking with it. Alabama's losing.
Bro.
I'm sticking with it. Because I'm going to be right, dude, and I'm going to look like an absolute guru. I'm going 100% this week. Alabama is going to get upset.
We have to keep up with our percentages, bro, because you're going to get absolutely smoked.
Oh, you're trying to make this a competition.
Oh, well, we can make it a competition. What do you want to put on the line? I bet I'll have a better percentage.
We're doing this a full season?
A full season. We'll do like 4 or 5 games a week.
All right, let's think. At the end of the season ends around what time of the year? Winter next year?
Yeah, winter of this year.
It's going to be cold?
It's going to be freezing cold.
Whoever loses
has
to strip down in their underwear
bro,
and jump in a lake.
Okay. I won't lose, so we can't post that on the internet probably. But
why?
Brother, I don't know about that. I'm not... Maybe. Okay. All right.
All right, you can stay in your clothes and still jump in the water.
There we go. That works for me.
All right.
Okay.
So we're keeping up percentage-wise.
So you think you're still sticking with Alabama after making that bet?
Yeah, dude, I'm going 100%.
All right.
All right, next game. Number 9, LSU, and number 4, Clemson in Death Valley, where Clemson is favored by 3.5 points.
I think Clemson's getting casual. No. I'm switching it up. No. Dude, this is such a hard game for me. I'm not going to lie.
Do you think this one's harder to predict?
I think this one's harder than the Texas-Ohio State game. Because,
dude, you think this is a battle of consistency? I think this is the battle of...
I think it's the battle
of meh.
I think it's the battle of consistency. I think they're just going to be...
the battle of...
They're going to be...
One of them's got to win.
Consistency is going to be... Like, consistency, I don't mean like consistent good. I mean like...
Consistent meh.
Yeah.
So we agree.
Yeah.
It's a battle of meh.
It's a battle of consistent
It's a battle of meh. I mean, somebody's got to win. It can't be tied.
Can't be both losers. So, but I think I'm going to go with Clemson getting casual.
I think I will agree.
Okay. So we both think Clemson's getting casual.
So we've agreed on 2 so far.
Yeah.
Georgia
and now the last game of the week. Notre Dame at Miami. Who's getting casual?
I'm going with Miami.
Miami's getting casual. Do you think that Notre Dame's going to win?
Carson Beck's going to throw his 780 yards, and then Miami's going to lose.
I think only because Notre Dame has a really good running back, and Miami kind of lost a couple of its weapons on offense. I think Miami's getting casual as well. So we agreed on 3 of them, and we're split on 2. So we'll see.
Dude, what if I go 100%?
I hope I'm wrong. And I hope that you go 100%. But I really hope that Georgia does not win by more than 40 points because I do not want to pay for your golf. But we'll see.
What if it's 70-0?
I'd cry. If it's 70-0, dude, I don't know what I'd do. I'd cry of joy and sadness at the same time that I got to pay for your golf.
Yeah, so you'll see the graphic. It's up there, and our picks are locked in.
I really hope it's right there now.
We're going to have a graphic to keep up with this competition as well as the season goes on because this is getting a serious thing, and I think I'm going to beat you off of pure willpower.
Do I need to?
Because my college football knowledge against your football knowledge, not there.
I'm not going to.
I'm going to win off of pure willpower.
I'm not going to bring up the NBA playoffs. But.
Yeah, that was just BS.
Dude.
That was one team, though. You talked about
I predicted a lot of stuff that year.
No.
I did.
You just said,
nope.
I think the Indiana Pacers are going to go to
I predicted almost everything on the eastern side of the conference. I did, too. I said the Cavaliers were going to lose early. Said the Celtics were going to lose early. I said OKC was going to make it all the way. I said that the Lakers were going to win, even though they didn't. That was one of the predictions I was wrong. But this is good.
That was straight Bishop Sycamore, you.
This is good. And I'm going to win. But.
All right, well.
We'll see.
We'll see. And we will be back next week looking at these games. Looking at the results.
Yep.
We're going to know a lot more because the season's going to be underway. We're going to see what these teams are about. We're going to see where these teams are headed. And it's going to be incredible.
Come on.
And I think that I'm beating you in this competition.
No.
So stay tuned to see it. Lock it in. we got our picks locked in. Now all of us just got to lock in on these games this weekend and see what happens.
Let's go.
We'll see y'all next week, fellers.
See ya. Stop digging in your butt, Dwayne.